That's what I thought." She half murmured and started to turn back around to wheel herself inside when she suddenly went rigid with fear. Her face went stark, pasty white until her eyes were two large crystal blue droplets. "Oh, God! Collin! Behind you!" The second he saw her expression change, Collin spun around in a crouch. An immobilization disc slipped between his fingers as he stared down the empty corridor leading to the elevator. Perplexed, he glanced back at her, but she continued to stare wide-eyed past his shoulder. Slowly, Randi raised a trembling hand and pointed just beyond him. "What is that thing?" Collin looked again, but there was nothing there.
"Randi, what are you talking about? There's nothing there."
"Yes, there is."
"What? What do you see?"
The trembling hand went to her throat. Her mouth moved soundlessly. It was clear she was terrified. Slowly straightening, Collin rubbed his eyes and tried once again to see if there was something he was missing. Under the dim glow of the hallway light, the 30 or so feet of hallway was empty except for him and Randi.
"Randi, are you okay?"
The gentle request was enough to break her away from whatever held her spellbound. She looked at him. "You don't see it?"
"It? What it?"
"That animal, or at least I think it's an animal." Collin opened his mouth to ask what kind of animal she thought it was when it dawned on him like a sudden sunrise. An animal that couldn't be seen?
"Oh, crap, don't tell me."
Turning back to the hallway, Collin pocketed the disc and called out briskly, "Bud!" Behind him, he could hear Randi shifting in her chair.
"Bud, show yourself."
A familiar huffing sound came from an area a few feet away. To Randi, he called over his shoulder,
"Tell me what you see."
It's big, like a bear, but not a bear, with stripes like a tiger."
"Oh, shit."
Frowning, Collin realized something impossible was happening. The tigran had obviously followed him into the elevator and gotten off on the second floor. But how the hell was Randi able to see the creature when he himself had difficulty spotting the beast?
"Bud, you heard me. Show."
This time the air shimmered a few feet away until he could make out the animal slowly approaching him. The tigran's broad head was lowered. Bud knew he had done something wrong. "Collin, watch out!"
"It's okay, Randi. Look, I got to get him back up to my apartment."
"Back to your apartment? What? What is it? A pet? Collin!" This time he held up a hand to interrupt her while he kept a firm grasp on the tigran's ruff with his other hand. That way, if the animal decided to disappear again, at least Collin would know exactly where it was until they were safely home.
"Let's get out of the hallway before someone sees us,"
he started to suggest when the tigran jerked unexpectedly away and raced directly toward the woman in the wheelchair. Randi gave a little shriek of fear just as the big animal skidded to a halt in front of her. Its huge furred shoulder bumped against her legs, pushing the wheelchair over the threshold into the apartment. Collin rushed after the animal. Inside the entryway, he paused in total surprise to see the animal resting its enormous head in the woman's lap. Silently, he watched as Randi cautiously reached down to scratch the animal behind the ears. A low purr vibrated softly in its chest.
"You like that, don't you, boy?"
Randi gave Collin a questioning look. Boy or girl?
Boy. His name is Bud."
Collin swallowed hard, not believing what he was seeing. "Bud. That's a good name, Bud," she cooed to the creature as she continued to scratch its wide forehead. "Okay, Collin, I think you have some explaining to do. What is this thing in my lap? And where did it come from?" She gave him another searching look. "And who are you, really?" He closed the door behind him, then dropped down on the floor next to her. One hand automatically went to begin scratching the animal around its ruff where he knew the beast enjoyed the attention.
"All of it?"
"That would be a good beginning," she told him with less venom in her voice. Collin looked up to see her anger fading, to be replaced with curiosity. He took a deep breath, letting it out noisily.
"Okay, this is Bud. He's a tigran. I found—"
"A what? What's a tigran?"
"Just give me the chance to explain, all right?"
he said with a hint of irritation coloring his voice. To his relief, Randi appeared chagrined and nodded.
"Okay, maybe I need to go back a bit further. Randi, I'm not from this world. Yeah, you heard me right. This world, not this country.